So this is the New Balance Fresh Foam Recovery Phantom, and this was released in 2025, a couple of months ago, similar to the clogs, and made as a recovery slide, and mainly for sort of after sort of sports activity or before sports activity. So with the details, it comes in a Phantom and Parchment colorway, so pretty much a kind of black colorway, so going towards black, kind of similar to, I suppose, a Yeezy slide in the Onyx color. It's not completely pitch black, jet black like you see with other brands, but it's kind of getting near to that range. And it's got fresh foam in the midsole. I don't know if the entire thing is fresh foam. I couldn't find any details online, but what it's referring to when I saw some stuff about on the New Balance site is saying EVA foam overall, so, and also in the midsole. And I'm not sure if it's just this part that's the fresh foam. When I sort of squeeze on it, they have different densities, so I imagine this is the fresh foam part, but it feels quite sort of firm and stiffer on foot, so I'm not sure completely. The price on these are £45, which I think is a really good price. So with the comfort and sizing, this is on the medium side in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, there is some sort of squishiness there, softness there, but because of the EVA material that's being used, it's still slightly more on the medium side. With the React-X Rejuvenate, for example, I think they're softer than these, but if you want more neutral comfort, then this is obviously the better one. And this also has, similar to what Crocs do, I suppose, it has what they're calling massaging footbed. So these little dimples that you see on here, almost like a, I suppose, croc-like type material, or snakeskin material. So it's supposed to provide sort of massaging feel. Some people like that, some people don't. Obviously, if you're using it for recovery and you're wearing it for a couple of hours, then it's fine. But I think for the entire day, this might sort of get annoying after a while, I suppose. And no wearing time with these. They're pretty good to go out the box. However, what I will say is the sizing is off on these. These are a UK 7.5, which is a US 8. And for me, they run small, to the point of difficulty getting my foot in there, especially with socks on. So I would say, even though I have a wide foot, I still would say go up a whole size in these, in my opinion. Unless you have like a really narrow foot, then you should be fine to get into this. But I would have been better off going up a full size. And that's one of the I suppose downsides with this particular pair. And this has a pretty good grip. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I think the React-X Rejuvenate slide has got better grip, probably the best one out of the slides currently, I think, and then maybe the Yeezy slides, and then sort of the Crocs. So with the look and style, I mean, it's a simple, design really. I can't really sort of say too much. It's in line with like the fresh foam and the way that looks on foot, which is, this bottom part here, kind of made of these sort of shapes, sort of elongated shapes, and it seems to, I don't know, it seems to sort of look quite sort of unique and sort of very sort of fresh foam like. And it's a good sort, obviously, for spring, summertime, in my opinion, if you're going to wear them for more for lifestyle wear. And in that reason, they're good for sort of casual, smart casual wear. They're kind of more understated than, say, the React-X Rejuvenate, because they just look a little bit more simplistic, so you can probably get away with these in a smart environment as well. And it's a slip-on design, so in that sense, it's just a slide at the end of the day. So with the final thoughts, I do like the fresh foam that's in there. Like I said, not completely sure if it's the entire one, but obviously on the back here it's more firmer. But I do like the sort of squishy feel. It's not as squishy as the React-X Rejuvenates, so I definitely will say that. But it's fine on foot if you're looking for more neutral, more similar to, I suppose, a Yeezy slide rather than, Crocs or Rejuvenates. And, like I said, the overall comfort is quite sort of neutral, quite easy to wear. I wouldn't say it's the best one, but it's still good enough. And just depends on what you're looking for, and you might find it differently in terms of comfort. The cons, sizing, like I said, I thought the 7.5, UK 7.5 would be too big for me, but when I got them in hand, they're probably too small. So I would have preferred going up a full size in these. And the upper, again, similar to the React-X Rejuvenates, really, not the greatest material that's been used. It's just still very sort of plasticky, and I just find they should do a better job with the upper material, because that's where your forefoot is probably feeling the most pressure, especially with the way these are shaped. So with the ratings, we're going to give the look and style a 3. It serves its purpose. It's just a basic slide. And the comfort, I'm going to go with the 4. It's not, like I said, it's not the best one. I still think the Yeezy slides are the best, but this is, still fine, and just depends on what you're looking for. It's, like I said, it's more sort of on the neutral side, more medium, whilst the React-X is going towards more the softer side, and probably like the Crocs Mellow slides, probably the most softest. And the quality, I'm going to go with the 3. I think it's just EVA material mostly. I think even the fresh foam isn't that great. And the pricing at £45, they're probably the cheapest out of the lot really, so I think in terms of pricing they've done well on this, especially to include the fresh foam technology. Overall, I'm going to go with the 3 on this. I think they're not as nice as the Reactex Rejuvenate slides that I've sort of worn recently, and not as nice as the Yeezy slides. And you know, I'll probably even take the Crocs Mellow slides over these as well. So that's the reason why I've given them a 3. They're fine. They kind of serve their purpose. And if you're sort of a New Balance fan and you're a fresh foam fan, then definitely go for these. But like I said, the fresh foam on this is, the density is slightly more dense in terms of, you know, being more sort of medium rather than soft.